Hello there, hi, it's Ritchie Clapson and Ian Child from propertyCEO.
Hello, good morning to you.
We've just finished another live Q&A with some of our students and a terrific session. We always get fantastic questions out of these, and we wanted to share this specific one with you because it's a really good question. It comes up quite a bit. So the question was, is it best to focus on a specific strategy initially or be open-minded to any type of opportunity? They go on to say that they love the fact that they're learning about development generally, which is, of course,
what we teach.
We teach,
yeah.
don't we? We teach about being a developer overall, not focusing your education on one strategy, being able to do anything that comes along. And of course, then they say, but they can also see the benefit of having a niche. So what were our thoughts on that? So it was a great question which we had this morning, wasn't it?
And I think it's a question that comes up, as Richard says, quite a lot. And it's probably something that applies to the whole of property. Everybody has a strategy. Everybody thinks, I've got to focus on one thing in particular and kind of get good at that. And there's a lot of sense in it. The challenge then comes if you're kind of really focused on that one thing and you ignore the ability to basically look outside that box, and something could happen on your doorstep and you're going to miss a big opportunity, aren't you?
Or you don't have that ability. That I think is the trouble for some people. And I was chatting to someone the other day at an event, last week at an event, and they said, but why do you teach development overall? I don't get it. Wouldn't it be better just to teach me to totally learn about converting office buildings? And I said, well, no, because then if something else comes along, it's okay to niche on office buildings, as we're saying, but if something else comes along and you don't even know how to do it, you'll just pass it by, won't you?
And it can be a great opportunity. But also going the other way can be bad for you as well. We know developers, we've talked into one very recently, who has got, I think, 3 projects on the go in completely disparate parts of the country. And of course the challenge with that is they're all good opportunities, but the logistics of maintaining them with different people involved in the project, so the team is bigger, and then going up and down the motorway to kind of visit the sites and deal with the issues on site and so on, that's a real challenge. And of course, just because the opportunities were there doesn't mean that there was no opportunities a bit closer to home.
And is that what you want to do? We when we talk to people and there's a lot of stuff that goes around this industry. Some people go, I want to be really wealthy. Yeah, okay. Well, what does that mean to you? But I think the key thing is this mixture of being wealthy in money, whatever level that is for you, but also time. And of course, if you're traveling around the country, is that what you signed up for? Is that what you really want to be doing? And because it is, you're spreading yourself too thin. And then of course, it's about relationships, isn't it?
It is. You can't manage relationships nationwide. What you're looking to do is to kind of get a core group of people that you've got a kind of special relationship with, that are, if they're agents, that you're in their black book. They're people that they would talk to you about deals rather than just put them out to other people. But also your professional team that you've got around you as well. So it's being able to, it's all about relationships in this business.
Yeah, I think that's quite hard work. And I mean, we've got a student who actually, he lives down on the south coast, but he's investing in Bristol. But he just invests in Bristol, so that's fine. He's concentrating his relationship building efforts there. He's able to go there and at the end of the meeting, go and have a beer or a cup of coffee with the architect to get to know them, pop into the agent, see what else he's got going on. But of course, if you're flying in, flying out, you can't build that relationship, can you?
But I think where would be a sensible place to be, because you've kind of got this sort of situation where if you're too focused, if you're too niche down on one particular area, whether that's in terms of the type that you're doing or the geography, then it's kind of very specific. I think the best approach is to first of all have a reasonable geographic area in which you're looking, number one.
Yep.
So whatever that you feel comfortable with, it might be a certain number of miles or number of minutes away from your home, and something where you can reasonably hope to establish a bit of local knowledge, but also a base of professionals and agents that you can cultivate that area with. But then also to perhaps have a little specialism. That specialism might be that you know your local town really, really well. You know the good areas and the bad areas, and then you can have that as that's kind of your niche. So you do other stuff as well, but that's your niche. And having that niche can have some great advantage because you've got a lot of detail, haven't you?
Yeah, I think the thing is as well, we're talking about knowing your town and getting out. the advantage of your own town is you're able to go out to some of these sort of evening networking days. We're not talking about just property. We're very much about business networking as well. That's where the real opportunities come. And you want deals to come to you. So if you're seen out and about in the community, I mean, with the guy we're talking about who invests in Bristol and he's on the south coast, well, he can do that. He's got friends up there. He goes and stays for a couple of days, so he'll do these evening things. So we talk about brand and credibility a lot here at Property CEO. And of course, if people see you, they see you, that your personal brand, their awareness of you just strengthens what they do. And it does bring deals and it does bring money to you. So it's massively important to not spread yourself too thin, to lose that opportunity of networking.
So I think in summary, the ideal path to tread is, be sensible in terms of the geography in which you're looking generally. Make sure that you've got a target, kind of some figures in mind in terms of the size of the project that you want to do, because that's going to be important. It can change over time, but initially have a good view of that, because obviously when you're looking for deals, you want to be able to discount stuff that falls outside of that. And then be able to establish relationships, be able to make sure that you've got enough capacity to kind of work that area well. But then, have that specialism where you've got whether it's a type of deal that you do, a type of property, or whether it's the area, or maybe both, that can be your kind of sweet spot, but you're covering a lot of ground as well.
The three most important things in this industry: relationship, relationship, and relationship.
Not location.
No, similar, different TV program. Hopefully that's of interest for you. Check us out at propertyceo.co.uk. You can get onto there. There's a lot of podcasts on there if you want to spend a bit more time listening to us. We chat about all sorts of things property, so please get onto those. That could be interesting. They're all on Spotify, the normal sort of channels. But
they are.
We'll see you soon. Thanks very much.
Bye now.